Hey guys, I thought I'd shoot a quick video today of what I traded for. If you remember, I put a video about me cleaning out my Oldsmobile Cutlass, the 1998 Cut Law SS. Well, I traded it, and this is what I traded for. I traded for a 2007 Silverado. Now, this is like a brand new vehicle to me. I mean, like a 2020 model, because everything I have is basically 10, 15, 20 years old. And so this is, I've never had nothing like this before in my life. And I'm sure a lot of y'all are laughing, but I'm just telling you, I've never had nothing like this before in my life, ever. So this is it. I'm going to show you around. First of all, it's dirty. It's rained and rained and rained, and we're supposed to get 2 to 4 more inches in the next couple days. So I'm making this video so you can kind of see before and after. And my wife and I are kind of in a debate about if we should get somebody professional to clean this up or not. And I'll show you why here in just a minute. First of all, I come out here just a few minutes ago and nearly had a heart attack. I stuck the key in and the alarm went off. So if there was anybody, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, but I remember working third shift for years, so that would really make me mad. But what happened was the alarm went off, beep, beep, as loud as you could hear it all over the neighborhood. So if I was working third shift, I'd be thoroughly upset with me, because it is hard to sleep during the day, or it always was for me. I struggled. I stayed tired all the time. But anyway, getting back to this truck. I got this from a really good friend of mine, really good, and I know it's a good truck. So it's not like I traded at a car dealership. He wanted the Cutlass. I believe he told me he wanted the Cutlass. He was going to give it to, or sell it to his mother, that she could really use a good car. Her car was on last leg, and the Cutlass is really a pretty good car. So, but it's unusual for me to trade anything. I keep things pretty much for years and years and years. That's just how I am. I don't know. Anyway, y'all know me if you've watched my channel very much. I'm a hoarder, but it's a pretty nice truck. I'll get back to the truck. This is what I'm talking about, by the way. When I said professionally cleaned up, I don't know if I can get this stuff off or not, but this is paint. The truck accidentally went into a ditch, and there was, I didn't see it happen. I don't know. I'm just telling you what my buddy told me. And there was some paint or something in the ditch. They was painting something, somebody was, and they was dumping paint into the ditch, and wouldn't you know, the truck rolled off into the ditch. So there's paint. I don't know if I can get that off or not. And also, it done a little bit of damage right in here. Some scrapes. But, I can live with that. I'll clean it up and do the best I can with it. But I'm just thinking maybe, oh, and it's got a little spot right here. I need to get on this pretty quick. Spot where the paint is chipped off or something. I'm not sure what happened. I don't really know the history of this truck. My buddy had it for a long time, and what is it? It's 07, so what is it? 13 years old, I guess. So, but it runs out good. He lowered it, and I'm not real familiar with these. I know y'all's laughing, but newer model trucks like this, I'm not familiar with them whatsoever. Never imagined in my life that I would even have one. So let's look at the insides. My wife is bound and determined that when it warms up just a little bit more, she's going to get out here and clean the insides. So this is it. I went ahead and sprayed some WD-40 on the hinges because they were kind of squeaking a little bit. So I'm letting that kind of soak in there. I don't know what, oh, that's the door handle, duh. I don't mean to be so stupid, but like I said, I just never have had anything like this. So this is all new to me, but it looks like a pretty nice truck. There's no rips in the seat, and he drove it back and forth to work a pretty good distance. So it's got the owner's manual and all that. My wife was My wife and I was both trying to read it, but until we get out here and actually see what functions this truck come with, I really don't know too much about it. But I'm just real happy to get it. And as I said, I've never had nothing this nice before. So this kind of reminds me of that truck I drive for Tim sometimes by the name of Big Al. Kind of reminds me of that, pretty much. Probably about the same year, actually. I think Tim's is a long bed. But it's a pretty nice truck. I think the exhaust, I believe it dumps off under the truck in the back. I haven't crawled up under it and looked. I'll do that later. I don't know if I'll do anything with the exhaust or not. It's unusual, really, for me to get anything like this. This is really highly unusual. But I'm really just kind of looking it over for the first time really, really well. And like I said, we traded. It was dark. It was like 7 o'clock in the evening. Of course, it had been dark here for a couple of hours, so I just traded. He's my friend, and I trust him with everything I got. So, if he says something, that's it. So, and I'm the same way with him. If I tell him something, that's the way it is. But we're going to vacuum it all out, clean the insides, and I'm going to see what I can do. That must be a little speaker right there. I didn't know that. I'm just learning new things as we go. It's got a little overhead console thing. I know one thing. It's only got as I said, the owner's manual's in the house. I don't know what this does. Not scared to mess with it. Hey, I don't know what that is. Well, I'll be darned. Look at that. I didn't know it had that. I just seen this little indention here, so ain't that something? Anyway, I'm easily amused. Those must be speakers. I'm not really sure, but my wife and I are happy to have it, and I hope his mother really enjoys the Oldsmobile. I believe she will. But anyway, there's a lot to do on it, and it's supposed to get up about 60 today. I might try to attempt to wash this thing, but I'm just kind of doing this video because it seems like when my wife and I have something, it changes. It might not be real quick, but it changes gradually, hopefully for the better. And as I said, I've never had nothing this nice before. So, well, I got that 2008 Lincoln, and that's a really good car. But you know what? That's something else I meant to tell you. I got a recall on that again yesterday for the brakes on it. There's a cylinder or something, some kind of switch that can hang open on it, which makes your pedal on your Lincoln, when you go to stop, you might have to press it further. They said it's safe to drive. Keep on driving the car. It's safe to drive. And they said they was going to try to remedy the problem, fix my problem on my car. The latter part of the first quarter of this year, which is we're already in it, maybe toward the latter part. So I'm expecting a couple of 2 or 3 months before Lincoln contacts me and tells me where to take it. So there's something else, but that makes 2 recalls on that car that I've had. And but I mean, the car is great. But as far as recalls, I've never had so many recalls on one vehicle. But I guess when you're dealing with a bunch of different companies and some of them more than likely overseas, well, you're going to have those kind of problems, I'm thinking. So, but anyway, I'm just kind of looking this truck over, and I left the key in the house because, as I said, I've only got one key, and I sure don't want to accidentally. Yeah, it looks like it's got a. Oh, this is for the radio, I guess. No, speed. Yeah, I guess it is. And that's. I don't know what all this stuff is. My wife is a little smarter than I am. I'm just used to basic things. Put a key in, start it, and go. That's pretty much it. As far as fancy stuff, I'm not really much into it, or don't know much about it. I did read where this little hole right here, I did read in the book last night while in between commercials. I was watching a Western, but they said don't put your headphone jack in, earphone jack, whatever, in there. That's for like an accessory port for a laptop or something. I don't know. I don't have to worry about any of that because I don't do that. Anyway, got Till. But anyway, as I said, it's pretty dirty, but you know, he lives out in the country kinda, and it's to be expected when you drive something back and forth to work all the time. But my wife and I are real happy to have it. And hey, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's to anchor your kid or somebody in the. Oh, okay, I get it. Maybe I can get that. I don't know. I'll wind up breaking something. I'm just going to leave it alone. Hey, anyway, here's another speaker. Okay, I know y'all's laughing at me, but as I said, I don't never have anything, never had nothing like this before in my life, probably never will again, so I'm real happy to have it and probably have it forevermore. So anyway, y'all have a good day. It's a 2007 Chevy Silverado, and let me know what you think about it. And of course, I had to give a little boot to get it, of course, but you know, I was glad to do it. I could use this more than I could the Oldsmobile, and my buddy is a mechanic, and I told him everything about that Oldsmobile, so he knows more about it now than I do, and he said he's going to fix a few things on it and sell it or give it to his mom. I forgot what he said, but there you go. That's a good son. Anyway, I'll let you go. Thanks for watching the video. I'll do an update if I get some more stuff done on this thing. Today we'll just see what happens, and let me know what you think, and I guess I'll catch you next video. Please give me a big old thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I sure would appreciate it if you would. And I'm on Instagram, Primer is Best, all one word, and Facebook, Primer is Best. And I guess I'll catch you next video. Well, hopefully it'll be one about this, and I might have it cleaned up just a wee bit more. Okay, see y'all later.